Recorded Flesh Voice.
Recorded Fresh Voice is a podcast that wanders the borderland between art and technology. We muse about ever-advancing tech and the ways it keeps reshaping human society, creativity, and philosophy. But honestly, it's not as heavy as it sounds. Editor Kazuya Sano and artist Miyuki Oka kick back and chat at their own pace, occasionally inviting friends to join the conversation. ということで、前回に引き続きいきなり英語で始まっておりますけども、今回も、キプロスからのアーティスト、アレクシア・アヒレオスさんをお招きしてやっておりますので、英語でやらせていただきます。はい。Today, continuing last week, we invite an artist and researcher from Kypros, Alexia Achilleos. Yes, welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, so we talked about the last program, about your background and why you focusing on the AI and colonialism. And this program we want to talk about why you were in Japan and you come to the Hokkaido, Sapporo, and today we do workshop with the Hokkaido local people. So talking, we'd like to talk about them. Yes. Okay.
Great.
So now you are staying in Tokyo for artists in residence in TOKAS, Tokyo Arts and Space, until the end of July. Almost done. It's almost end.
Yes.
Yeah, why would you like to come to Tokyo this time?
So this is actually my fourth time in Japan. Yes. I've never been an otaku or anything. Of course, I had Sailor Moon growing up, but but yeah, I really enjoy being in Japan. I came here the first time in 2016 just for holidays, and from then I really fell in love with the environment, the people. I really like the folklore. So that got me more interested into Japan. And so after being back here last year for the CCBT event that I participated, I found out about the TOKAS program. And because in my work, I work a lot with colonial history through my art and technology. And that event kind of was a bit of an opening the door through into all this history of Japan and the colonial history and how different it is from Cyprus, because Cyprus, we've always been colonized. Japan is also a colonizer, but also has been kind of colonized maybe as well through like military bases and all that. So it's a much more different dynamic. And yeah, so a lot of my work is very locally anchored. And I was really curious to see how I could transfer my work to a completely different geographical setting, but also find out more about this colonial history of Japan, maybe meet other artists who work on the topic and see how the narratives about AI are here. So when I saw that open call for TOKAS, it was 3 days before the deadline. I just worked very hard to do the application. And I'm really glad I was accepted. I wasn't expecting that. But it's been really amazing being here for 3 months, because otherwise I would not have been able to come and stay for 3 months and do my research and work on things. So this has been really a dream come true. And the staff there are very helpful with, helping out non-Japanese speakers and getting me to meet people and translate. So it's been really good. I wish it was longer. 3 months is a bit too short. The first month is kind of trying to understand, where am I, what's happening, and only later you get into the rhythm.
What kind of research are you doing in Tokyo?
So in Tokyo, I wanted to, coming here, I wanted to see how the narratives, how people, how media, how the government speaks about AI, and then find a way of, maybe doing like a game where I could engage with other people to really examine these topics. And one narrative I got really focused on when I started looking into narratives here was this race towards AGI, artificial general intelligence, the race to create this super intelligence that's either as intelligent as humans or more intelligent. And there seems to be here as well, like different tech leaders seem to be kind of going towards that. I saw that SoftBank's CEO, he recently had an agreement with OpenAI to reach super intelligence. I went to Osaka Expo. I went to the Future of Life Pavilion. And there was also like it's one of these it's under the umbrella terms of AGI. So how can we get AI to help us live forever in a synthetic form, transhumanist kind of thing. So I saw there was some AGI narratives here. So I've kind of found a common link in the myths that Silicon Valley tech leaders share and similar myths that are around here. And I've been interested in this AGI because it's this certain types of billionaires who are often, that's their main goal. It's something that's in the very far long future that might or might not happen. And it's quite colonial in a way. So it's based in eugenics quite a lot. Like whose intelligence should be this supreme intelligence that's going to lead us all and make the world a better place, and who's more worthy than others. And they're focused on these long-term things, but in the meantime, this quest for endless progress, endless growth, it causes a lot of harm. So there's of course a lot of discrimination in AI, but also the way things work, like there are these very exploited workers, often in ex-colonies, that are being used to clean up AI models before they're being, used to train ChatGPT. And these are people who are forced to work for very little money and watch very highly graphic material that's been scraped from the internet, like, I don't know, murders and rape and bestiality, and then there's no support for them. So it's kind of like repeating these colonial patterns of just exploiting. And of course, the environmental cost of it all, which is massive. These models using more electricity than many countries to train and upkeep. So I was interested in this dichotomy of the two. And so based on all of this, I wanted to create an artist game where we kind of, the media is just oversaturated with these myths about super intelligence. So maybe it's time to make space for different voices too. And because I was really interested in folklore as well while I was here, and I was looking at different kind of how folklore can be used to challenge dominant narratives as well, and to kind of make sense of reality. I've been working on creating this game, a card game where we create alternative stories about super intelligence. And the aim is to play it with different people, create different stories, and then that's going to form like a participatory anthology, like a collection of folk stories that's then going to be like I'm planning on maybe having like a online platform, like a website where they can be, and people can access them there, and then have a little corner of the internet with maybe slightly different alternative stories about super intelligence.
Is this a game we are going to do today?
Yes.
Ah, nice.
You're gonna be my guinea pigs. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. So I'm quite curious to see. I've played it a couple of times with the residents at TOKAS and with some other artists and people in Tokyo. So I'm really curious to see what kind of stories we create here.
Maybe the difference.
Yeah.
You see. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if the locality will have an impact.
How was the test play about the game of the folklore with artists in TOKAS? What did you find something?
Yeah. So it was with the other artists. It was mainly to play test the mechanics and see how it can work. Because in the beginning, the way I made it, it lasted many hours, which is not ideal. So now it's like maybe like half an hour per play. But it's really interesting because it's a game. I have no control over it. So it's about what other people do. And no one player has control of the story because we take turns into like adding bits of the story bit by bit. It's kind of like, I don't know if you know the game Exquisite Corpse, where you draw or you write something, then you cover, and then the other person continues. So they're quite absurd. They can be quite absurd. They're very surreal, but that's okay. They're folk stories. That's how they're meant to be. Yes, and depending, with people who are more knowledgeable about the AI industry and how it works, of course, it becomes more technical and more grounded into the AI ecosystem. But then with other people who are not so familiar with AI, takes a whole other path of just very supernatural, and so it's very interesting, and it's great because you don't need to know about AI really. It's more just to think about the power dynamics and who's left out, who's part of it, and so we'll see how it is today. Looking forward to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Me too.
I don't know what to say. I think there is no AGI from developed by Japanese company, but yeah, as you said, investor Masayoshi Son invest to the he released about the I invest for AI for every money I have, he said. Yeah, it's 4 trillion yen. It's about about 3 million dollars. Not sure now. $300 million.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can imagine it.
Imagine what you could do with that money.
Yeah. But he said, so he invests to the OpenAI, and I don't know, but let's say the the Japanese major party, the not government, let's say the Japanese major party invites the CEO of OpenAI to use AI in Japanese, AGI in Japanese. I don't know, but let's say, but some people said in Japan there are not so many. Basically most of Japanese don't have, let's say, resistance to the new technology, and they most of the people don't care about our data. I heard Europe is totally different, but most of Japanese people don't not so much care about the data. So OpenAI can use them, and in Japan, so AGI will come to the Japan from the US.
Wow.
So it's a bit different situation, but but anyway, coming to the AGI in Japan.
Okay, so Japan will be the first to have AGI.
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
So we don't know but participants today for the workshop, they I don't know, they think about the technology and AI and colonialism, but I really excited about the what happened today.
And it's fine, they don't need to know anything in advance. So we'll go as it goes as the game develops. Yes.
And you said you've been to the Upo National Ainu Museum yesterday. How was that?
Yes. So one of the priorities I had coming here to Hokkaido, apart from this amazing workshop we're having today, is to learn more about colonialism, Japanese context.
I tell you about the it takes 2 hours for one way.
Yes, but I did it. It was worth it. Thanks for sharing that, because I wouldn't have known to go there, I think. So I wanted to learn more. I knew a little bit about the colonialism. I knew a little bit about Ainu. I knew a little bit about like Okinawa and colonialism and Korea. But it's, living in Cyprus, it's not something that we generally think about. But I wanted to, see more how it works here in a Japanese context, what the legacies are. So it was really very, very good experience for me going to Upo, especially the museum section. So of course it has all these material culture as well, but it also explained a bit more of the timeline of the discrimination that Ainu communities faced, and how they were extracted from their home areas, and all of that, the discrimination that they faced over the years, which I didn't know much about, and I didn't realize that also the Ainu communities went all the way to like Russian territories and all that, which was really interesting to know. So I feel much more educated about it. And I also went to the memorial sites, because I didn't know that bodies of Ainu people were extracted and taken for research as well. So that's quite something. But one thing that I really enjoyed in the museum was how Ainu language was being used in literature and for like magazines for resistance and empowerment and all that, because it's something quite common that we have in Cyprus as well. So I touched a little bit on that on the previous episode, but so in Cyprus we speak Cypriot Greek and Cypriot Turkish, depending who you ask. They're different languages or dialects. But although this is how we speak in everyday life, it's how we express ourselves, it's not the official language. You have to speak in schools. We have to speak the Greek of Greece. And if you speak Cypriot Greek, then you're considered uncivilized or wrong, or it's very stigmatized, like it's you're villager, you're poor, whatever. And it's the same thing with Turkish Greek too. But now I think in recent years it's been this new wave of people using our languages in culture, in media, to kind of, and that's really nice to kind of bring it back into use, because I don't know how it is with the communities here with Ainu, for example, but I feel like Cypriots don't speak any language properly because we never managed to learn it properly, because in school and in official government things, you have to speak Greek, which is different from the language that we speak in day-to-day life. So I think our vocabularies are much smaller than, for example, Greek people in Greece, because we're just confused and we don't know how we speak. So it was really interesting to see that in the Ainu Museum, and it's something that I love to see more, how people are using their Ainu identity and language to kind of for empowerment, resistance. I saw there's like music being made in Ainu language. It's very interesting. But of course, still complete outsider. So
I don't know much about the Ainu history and culture, but I did some research about them. When now in population of Hokkaido is over 5 million. 5 million in these days, 5,300,000 people in Hokkaido. But before the let's say colonial, in the Ainu people in Hokkaido was 2 or 3 20 or 30 thousand people in Hokkaido. So it's much difference. Actually, let's say it's really difficult, but let's say but actually not so much people in Ainu in Hokkaido, but some people are of course Ainu people, and some people have let's say some people are children of the Ainu and Japanese people. It's in these days it's really difficult to say who is Ainu or such kind of things.
So there's still like a stigma. Is it? Do you think it's getting better, or is it? Has there been improvement over the years, or not so much?
I think it's bit better. I think it's some people, young people, let's say, especially the Upo Poi and such kind of museum in Hokkaido, explain about the history of Ainu and Hokkaido. Before that, let's say, many people thought about Ainu was there are no Ainu people in Hokkaido. But in these days there are actually there in Hokkaido, and it's the, let's say, recognize of people is changing. But it's not big. It's really bit. But I think it's changing slightly. How do you know, Miyuki-san?
I think like apparent discrimination is like obviously like decreasing, but maybe minor discrimination is still exist, I think. And what I found recently is that I looked the website of Sapporo City, and it says about the history of Sapporo, and they started around 150 years ago. Sapporo started like that, And so they like ignore all the history before Sapporo was born. So so it's really well. I asked some like city like governor like about that, and so they think it's they care. They say they care about the Ainu people, so they don't mention the history of Ainu people or the before Sapporo is established. It's so for them, from what they say, they show the care for the Ainu people by ignoring, not mentioning the history. So I think it's a bit strange and it's not good because it's the history and we should know about what happened here. So, yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. I guess it's quite an intense dark history that maybe some people don't want to encounter. I don't know.
Trying to avoid the fight or avoid any conflict that will appear. So
opening Pandora's box.
I don't think it's a good attitude. So
well, it was. I mean, just the existence of that museum was, at least, for me, who completely didn't know much things, I found that helpful. So hopefully, the path towards, more, rights is continues. I guess it's going to be a long journey.
Today there are some people come to the workshop. So I think there are every different thoughts about the history. So let's talk about that to the every people.
Yes, I would love to hear more.
Okay. And most of them, I think they have interest to the AI and colonialism. I hope the discussion is really nice.
Great. Looking forward to it.
Okay. And after you after this weekend, you go back to Tokyo and doing some workshop in Tokyo, and you were staying will end this month. So what do you do after the TOKAS, or what do you do in the future?
So apart from the life crisis that I'm going to have, so I'll have 1 year to finish this collection of stories that we'll be creating as part of this game. So I'll be back in Tokyo in summer next year to exhibit the final work. But I hope that in the meantime, I can also play this with people in Cyprus, of course, and maybe somewhere else too. We will see. Just to have this, diversity of stories, and I'm really curious to see how people in different places create different stories. But it's something I would be nice to continue. And I've got these 2 other games that I've also developed as part of my research. So I need to get those completed too. Get people to play, forcing everyone around me to play. Yes. But so this is all part of my PhD studies as well. So I need to get that finished at some point.
I have one question. So you've studied in the UK and lived there for many years, and then come back to Kypros. And what do you think the workplace? How do you think workplace influence your practice?
Well, well, yeah. I mean, in the UK, I felt it was very difficult to focus both on surviving and making art, and that was one of the reasons I left, because just life was so intense, working a lot, and then just everything was so intense, and didn't really have the space to focus on art, which I was able to do in Cyprus because it's just somehow more manageable there. Of course, so my projects that I'm currently employed for are ending soon. So I don't know how it's going to be after that, because Cyprus is also not the best place to be an artist. Kypros is not the best place to be an artist because there's not much funding. And then art-related jobs are quite scarce. So I'm hoping that somehow my connection to the university kind of continues somehow, because I think that would be ideal. But we will see. I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah. Because up until now, I was able to focus on this full time, but probably not very soon. Probably not. Yeah.
Yeah, because what you're doing now and you're focusing now is really about the land, and about the land and about the place you grew up, your background, like everything you have.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So, yeah, thinking about that, maybe living in Kypros is very like a good place to at least like developing the idea and maybe interacting with people around. Yeah.
Yes, I mean, for all the problems Kypros has, it's a very inspiring place, maybe because of the problems it has. Which, it can just let all the let everything out. And I also feel like because the things that are connected with AI colonialism are not only in AI, but because I'm talking about AI, it's easier to talk about things that maybe otherwise I wouldn't have been able to talk about, maybe, if that makes sense. But because it's AI, it's like, okay, it's some technology thing. So it's easier to do that. But yeah, it's very locally anchored what I do. And I think that's why it's been nice to come here as well. And as part of the residency to see how does all this thinking work in somewhere else. And maybe, see where that takes me.
Yeah, I like the idea of like networking. Like you're living in one place and then just travel around. Find some network like here. So
yes, be my friends.
That's nice.
Yeah. No, I completely outside my comfort zone, but it's been so cool meeting everyone and you guys, and So
we also struggling about the, let's say, for example, the art and technology, such kind of topics are gathered in Tokyo. So in Sapporo, let's say, it's really difficult to keep doing such kind of topics because it is much easier in doing in Tokyo and many people in Tokyo such kind of topics. But I'd like to live in Hokkaido and doing such kind of things. So I do that, and Miyuki-san, and I can do with Miyuki-san, and so I think I will continue this kind of activity is important. The continuing is important, I think. It's in, let's say, peripheral area. So
I think that's very important. And I would imagine that because you're not in Tokyo, you can bring many more perspectives into this whole thing that maybe you wouldn't have been otherwise. And I mean, it's the same where I am. It's a very niche topic that not many people work on or think about, but somehow using that as a as a strength can be quite good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure there's lots of really interesting things that can come out of Hokkaido perspectives, right?
Yeah. I think Hokkaido is best place to live.
I was actually thinking about the exhibition as CCBT because they like gathered like so-called peripheral European people, but they maybe like gathered Tokyo people, right?
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah,
That's a bit
yeah. I know. Yes.
Next time we do in Sapporo.
Yes, I think so. Yeah. Absolutely.
I suggest a question about that in the talk event.
Really?
That's good. That's really good.
Sapporo, the Tokyo is center of the
well
place.
done.
Did you get any feedback? No.
But we could share about the peripheral thinking, we have to do this kind of things in peripheral place.
Yes.
Absolutely.
No, you're absolutely right. I think this shows the kind of Eurocentric thought of European people who are organizing this, just thinking that Japan is in the periphery.
True.
But of course, Japan is not a technological periphery in that sense. But but yes, very very good point.
Actually we could meet at such kind of the events, and we can continue the each work, and we met again here. We could meet again here. It was really happy to meet.
Absolutely, Konton ni ai part 2.
I messaged to the curator of the event, Shikata-san. So she said also, she said, I'm happy too. She said,
Yes.
She cannot come here, but she cheers for us.
Yes.
So it was really nice.
Amazing. Yes. And I think Shikata-san, she focuses on peripheries in Japan, right? Because she's also very interested in not Tokyo, but like
Aomori.
Outside.
It's near the Hokkaido.
Yes.
And ecology.
Yes, that's really interesting. Very fascinating. Yeah. So good contacts came out of it.
Please come back in winter.
Oh, do I dare?
Winter is also nice.
I will. Maybe it's going to be an experience for sure.
Is there no snow in Kypros?
There's a little bit. We have one mountain. Don't ask me how high. I can't remember. So the tourism organization of Kypros, they advertise the island of love, where you can ski and swim the same day. So maybe for like 1 week. in January or February, there is snow up in the mountains, and if you're really quick and if it doesn't melt immediately, you can go for like a really quick ski and maybe hit yourself on like a rock. And then go down to the beach. But we try to think that it's yes, but no, most of the time it's like I think it's considered semi-arid, semi-desert Kypros, and as time goes, it just gets hotter and hotter in the summer, and we have a massive problem with drinking water. So even we're surrounded by water. There's of course the government is just they don't no long-term thinking or anything. Everyone's just quick money. So they haven't thought about maybe water running out soon, and there's also this massive golf developments and real estate developments. So we have a lot of people from Israel, Russia, Ukraine coming, buying up property, and we have a lot of population, but they haven't thought the infrastructure very well. So maybe we will be climate refugees very soon.
Yes,
but thankfully I'm half Finnish, so maybe I will move to Finland.
Yeah.
Yes,
Finland.
or Hokkaido.
Yeah, like Hokkaido. Yeah. I've been to Finland last year. Yeah, really nice place.
Yes. Yes. Was it summer or winter? What do you mean?
It's summer. It's September.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost October in Hokkaido. Look like. Yeah, it's a bit colder, a bit cooler than Hokkaido.
Okay.
Yeah, but almost same environment.
Yes.
Yeah, it was really nice.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. It's a good time to go, I think, in the summer. People change completely in the winter and summer there.
Yeah.
I think summer people are more open.
Yeah. I had really dark in winter.
Yes.
Doom.
Very. Don't talk to me. Yeah. So, is it the same here?
Not so same. Not so short daytime in Hokkaido.
Yeah.
It's also good.
Yeah, more. Yeah, maybe I'll come to Hokkaido next.
You should.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
じゃあ終わらせようかな。よし、let's finish. Okay. Recorded Fresh Voice is produced and released with support from the Tsushima Foundation for Creative Osaka. If there's anything you'd like to hear about art and technology, topics you want to Miyuki-san or Kazuya to tackle, or guests you'd love us to invite, feel free to send a message through the form in the show notes. We are also happy to read your comments on Spotify and YouTube. You can watch the show there as a video podcast, so please follow, subscribe, and give us a like if you enjoy it. Okay, so take care, we say. Okay, see you next week. Take care.